Good morning, children. ABCD is a rhombus. Show that the diagonal AC bisects angle A as well as angle C, and diagonal bisects BD. Diagonal BD bisects angle B as well as angle D only. So, what we have to prove that AC bisects angle A. That means 1 equal to 2 we should get, and C means 3 equal to 4 we got. Similarly, if we go for BD bisects angle B, so 5 and 6 are equal, we should prove. Similarly, 7 and 8 are equal to, right? So given ABCD is a rhombus. To prove angle 1 equal to 2, angle 3 equal to angle 4, angle 5 equal to angle 6, and angle 7 equal to angle 8. Proof now. In triangle ABC and triangle ADC, see, already it is a rhombus, all the four sides are equal only. So we are taking that a triangle ABC. Triangle ABC, which are the angles are equal? Because it's equal, angle 1 equal to 3 only, right? Again, what we can say about we can write in ABC, what we can write AB equal to BC implies angle 1 equal to angle 3. In triangle ADC, what we can write AD equal to DC implies angle 2 equal to angle 4, right? Now we got angle 1 equal to 3, and from here angle 2 equal to angle 4 also. Now the next step is that what you can say about angle 3 and angle 2, because it's a parallel rhombus only, it's a special type of parallelogram. So we know that 1 and 4 are alternate interior angle, right? Similarly, angle 2 and 3 also alternate interior angle only. So we'll write here angle 1 equal to angle 4 also. Angle 2 is equal to angle 3 all. Here the reason is alternate interior angle, right? So what we can write from this one? Here also we will have angle 2 equal to angle 4 also. Now what is the purpose here? Angle 1 equal to 3 as well as 4. But angle 2 equal to 3 implies angle 1 equal to angle 2 equal to angle 3 equal to angle 4. So from this what we can say, diagonal AC bisects angle A. Now from this side what we can write, diagonal AC bisects angle C. Therefore, now the second part we should prove that 5 and 6 are equal. Similarly, 7 and 8 are also equal. So triangle, which triangle we have to take now? 5 and 7 will come in triangle ABD. So in triangle ABD, AB equal to AD implies angle 5 equal to angle 7. Next, what about angle 5 and 8? Also angle 5 equal to angle 8, alternate interior angle. Similarly, what is the other pair? 6 and 7 also. Angle 6 equal to angle 7. This implies angle 5 equal to angle 6 equal to angle 7 equal to angle 8. So this shows that, and we can make two part now. Diagonal BD bisects angle B as well as angle D. Hence proved. Next question. The angles ABCD of a quadrilateral ABCD are in the ratio 2:4:5:7. Find the measure of these angles, what type of the quadrilateral it is, and give reasons. Let the angles be 2x, 4x, 5x, and 7x. According to the question, we know that we have to find all the angles only. So to find angle A, angle B, angle C, and angle D. Now proof. We know that angle A plus angle B plus angle C, angle D equal to 360 degree. Angle sum property. Two x plus 4x plus 5x plus 7x equal to 360. So 18x equal to 360 degree. So what is x now? X equal to 20 degree. Now we have to find each angles. Therefore, angle A equal to 2x equal to 40 degree. Angle B is equal to 4x equal to 80 degree. Angle C is equal to 5x equal to 100 degree. Angle D equal to 7x equal to 140 degree. Now, if we consider angle A and angle C, what is the sum? It is 140 only. But instead of that, if we consider angle A and angle D, what is the sum we'll get? 180 degrees. Similarly, B and C sum if we take, then also it is equal to 180 degree only. So rough figure we will try now. ABCD is a quadrilateral. A, B, C, D. What is A? A is 40. B is 80. C is 100. D is 140. So here it is 140 only, not 100. Okay. So when we add these two, 100 plus 80, 180, here also 140 plus 40, it is 180 only. So what we can say from this one, A and D sum is equal to 180 degree. Also angle B plus C equal to 180 degree. This shows that, see, it may be the transversal, and A and D are the parallel lines now, right? So what is the lines now for us? CD and AB are the parallel lines. So which is the transversal? BC as well as AD. So one pair of opposite side is parallel. So what is the conclusion? So the given ABCD is a trapezium. It is asked that which type of the quadrilateral it is. Trapezium only. What is the reason for that one? One pair of opposite side is parallel there. So ABCD is a trapezium. Next question. Prove that opposite angles of an isosceles trapezium are supplementary. What is the meaning of the isosceles trapezium? The non-parallel sides are equal. So here AB parallel to DC is given and also AD equal to BC. It is given in the question. AB parallel to DC, right? What is the next? AD equal to BC. To prove opposite angles of an isosceles trapezium are supplementary. Which is the opposite angles? Angle A and C and angle B and D only. So what we can write? We have to prove that angle A plus angle C equal to 180 degree. And angle B plus angle D equal to 180 degree we should prove. Here construction is required. What is the construction? Through C, draw a line parallel to AD, right? Through C, draw a line parallel to AD. So AD is the line parallel to this, means we have to draw a line here, CE. Okay, right. Now consider AECD. Two pair of opposite sides are parallel only there. So what we can say about AECD? AECD is a parallelogram, right? So what we'll write here? Construction first. That is draw CE parallel to AD. Now proof. CE parallel to AD by construction. Reason is construction. Next, AE parallel to DC. It is given because it's a part of AB only. So it is given. This implies AECD is a parallelogram. If it is a parallelogram, what we can say about opposite side? Opposite sides are equal. So AD equal to CE. Right? But we know that AD and BC are equal. That is the first property they had given. But AD is also equal to BC. Therefore, BC equal to C. Now let us mark the angles by number only. So here we got that BC and C are equal. That means these two are equal, and I am marking that opposite angles are 1 and 2. So BC equal to CE implies angle 1 equal to angle 2, angles opposite to equal side. Now the next question is that this is a parallelogram only AE and CD, right? Because we have proved that AECD is a parallelogram. So if I mark here 3 and here 4, what about the 3 and 4? We can say angle 3 equal to angle 4, opposite angles of a parallelogram. Now what you can say about angle 3 and 1? Angle 3 equal to angle 1, alternate interior angle. Or we can say that angle 4 and 1 are also equal only. Corresponding angles. Now let me mark this angle as a 5. Now we should prove that opposite angle are supplementary. So we are taking that angle A plus angle C is equal to angle 3 plus angle 5 plus angle 4. Now instead of angle 3 we can write angle 1. Now angle 1 is also equal to angle 2 only. So I can write here angle 2. 5 I am not making any change. So what is the meaning of this one? Angle 1 and 5 and 2, if you take, if it is in an angle some property in the triangle only. So this is equal to 180 degree. Once again, angle 3 equal to angle 1 we can replace, angle 4 equal to angle 1 we can replace, but angle 1 is also equal to angle 2 only. Now we want in the diagram, if you check angle 1 plus 2 plus 5. So for that way we are arranging this one. 3 we are replaced with 1 and 4 we replaced with 1, then again 1 is replaced with 2 only. So we got all the angle sum property only. Now we got that angle A plus C equal to 180 degree. We know that angle A plus B plus angle C plus angle D 360 degree only, because angle sum property. Now what is angle A plus C? It is 180 degree. So angle A plus C is 180 degree, means therefore angle B plus angle C equal to 360 minus angle A plus angle C. 360 minus 180, 180 degree. So opposite angles of a quadrilateral, means opposite angles of isosceles trapezium is supplementary. Prove that the diagonals of a rectangle are equal in length. So a rectangle is given, means each angle is 90 degree only and opposite sides are equal in length. Okay, now what we have to prove? We have to prove that a PR and a QS are equal in length. So what is given? ABCD is a rectangle. PQRS is a rectangle. To prove PR equal to SQ. Proof now. Construction we must diagonals intersect at O. It's not given in the question. Diagonals intersect at O. Proof. So we want PR and SQ as one of the side. So in triangle, which is the side we want SQ? So SQP. Another side is PR. So PRQ. Triangle SQP, we can write that SQP. Complete angle is P is coming there. Now PRQ. So angle Q only equal to 90 degree. Now SP and RQ. What about the opposite sides of the rectangle? See, now when one triangle we consider SPQ, first equal side we got here, next angle we are taken, so this side we want, that means PQ. Again another triangle PRQ we are taking, PRQ also, this is the first side angle and this is the next side, so PQ is here, common. So triangle SPQ, for P it is Q only. So definitely it is Q for P only. Next R only left. So RQP. The criteria is SAS. first equal side angle and the second equal side. The angle is included. So SAS criteria. Always check that whether the angle is included or not. Now what is the result we want? We need SQ and PR are equal. So just see SQ equal to PR. CPCT. So hence proved, or what we can say, diagonals of a rectangle are equal in length. With this today's class I am winding up, and also I think chapter quadrilateral enough problems I had given here, so practice more. Thank you.